The whole world I wait for this. I make the beat drop off.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, good evening. All them something there. You get to sleep on it, wake up and still you still mad that your team won a game of football that way. How is that possible? But it is. It needs to be like a social experiment, this fucking football club, this fan base needs to be studied to the highest order of just how we like to make things difficult, how we over sensationalize things. And then I see a lot of people, quite a few content creators going around and doing reactions to Mikel Arteta's presser. Now, you all heard me say before, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not reading anybody's words to you. You'll quote someone and react to a quote and shit, but to go through his entire press conference and read all that waffle is dead content to me, so I won't do it. But I did hear him come out and say, I think it was Haters TV put out a quote or a video or a clip of him talking about the margins should have been bigger. The margins should have been bigger. For who? What? Look, is he talking about the margin should have been bigger? Based on expectation or performance? Based on expectation, yes. The margin should have been bigger. Even though I only predicted 2-0 because I know this team and I know this manager. The 3-0 and the 5-0 versus Forest and Leeds, respectively, surprised everyone. We expected to win those games, but in that blowout fashion, the 4-0 versus Atletico Madrid, I expected us to win that game, but the result was a surprise. 2-0 is what I predicted we would beat Wolves by, but I expected those 2 goals to come in the first half and we just see out the game. Professional performance, blah, blah, blah. But when he comes out in this press conference after watching the team perform the way they did, based on the way he set them up, to come out and talk about the margin should have been bigger. Motherfucker, we were lucky. Lucky. If Hwang has any clinical thing about him, we should have been down 1-0. It took us 67 minutes, 68 minutes, something close to that to get a shot on target. What are you talking about? Margins should have been bigger. Is he mad? Is he this out of touch? Is he this out of touch with football so he thinks he's seen something different and we're seeing something else? I'll tell you this, people. I know what a scared man looks like. Based on life experiences and places that I've gone and situations that we've been in, I know what a man scared looks like. And yesterday on the sideline, I saw a scared man. He is terrified. He's out of his depth. He knows the jig is up. That look that you saw on his face yesterday when the camera panned to him when they equalized was a scared man. 100,000%. Deer in the headlight look. Deer staring in the headlight, don't know what the hell to do. Don't even have the common sense to get the hell out the way. DJB, love my guy. Big up to you. But pardon my manners, people. Now we were what? 120 seconds, right? We were 2 minutes away from not being in first place today. And I told man, where's that damn Sheldon? I told Sheldon that Man City was gonna slap Palace. Oh, BBK, you just hyping up City because they're who we're competing against. No, Thursday, Sunday. I've seen Thursday, Sunday hurt bigger squads than Palace is. Palace has a tiny squad. There is no way they were going to play on Thursday and be up for Man City today. They just can't do it. It's not like they're flying in the Conference League where they could rest players during the week. They had to play. So they won 3-0 on Thursday, playing their big guns because they need to qualify. And they lost 3-0 today because they played their big guns on Thursday trying to qualify. And now their goal difference is better than ours. So we were 2 minutes away from not being in first for the rest of the year because we're not clawing back points on City. You know? And as wicked as Forest looked today versus Spurs, they're getting slapped up next week. They got to Spurs are going to go there. City are going to go there and deal with them. City easily taking care of Palace away. We can't even beat Wolves at home. Big up to Bluebird. Big up to Kwaja. Anfield. How do you score 3 goals but lose 2-1? Sounds kind of Spursy, innit? Yep, they scored all 3 goals at the Emirates. No goals, no assists from none of our players, and we win the game. Imagine that. Imagine, you remember when we were telling Liverpool that the way you were winning in your first 5 games wasn't sustainable. Now, we think this shit is sustainable. This, nah, brother. No. Villa, all of a sudden, experience doesn't matter. Nah. With every other team who pipes up in the title race and they say, hey, they don't have the experience, they don't have the know-how, and everyone universally accepted. But now it's Villa, and I don't hear that narrative. No experience, no can't get over the line, none of that shit. The Villa is just going to be the new Leicester. I don't know. But it was West Ham. Wankster. That's what Arteta is, man. Wankster. Let's get the likes up, people. Yep, current scoreline. Big you up for that, Charger. Big up, man. Big up. It's a good evening. Big up to the legend. That's Darren Martin in the building. Jesus. If Man City beat West Ham United, they're top of the league. 1 point ahead of who City play next? Oh, they play West Ham. Why the hell I thought they had Forest next? So they play first. They play ahead of us. That will not be a good sight. Okay. Big up to DJB. City are coming and they're here to stay. Let's get real. The Big Blue Shark. Big Blue Shark from Manchester. They are here. Big up, man. Big up to DG2. Arteta called out the performance yesterday, said it wasn't good enough. I heard him say something about horrible defensive, something. So he is hell-bent on his defense. Where was your attack, blood? Your attack didn't score any goals. John Stone and Mosquera had to put in that for your attack. I heard him call out the defense. But when you're hooking your attacking players, this would have been the perfect game for you to show that you can coach an attack, Mikel Arteta. This was the perfect game for you to show that you're not this one-dimensional manager who's just easy to figure out. Yeah, that's what it seems like. It seems like it's very easy for other managers to work out Arteta. And then the other managers that tend to work him out, the Iraolas, the Regis and all these other, he only gets away with getting out tactic because we have better players. We have better individual players. We're better at set pieces, have better midfielders, a better defense. But now when you go up against Pep, who's going to outdo you tactically, you don't have better players than Man City. So how is this going to work out? We all know it's going to work out. It's going to end up one way. Right? Your defense, no longer this clean sheet machine. We've only kept 1 clean sheet in our previous 6 games. You thought you were going to ride your defense all the way to a title. No, you rode your defense all the way to injuries. that are dropping like flies. 1 clean sheet in our last 6 games. That's not title winning form. Now, in August, September, everyone was lauding Arsenal to be favorites after Liverpool kind of stumbled a little bit and said, Arsenal squad depth, look how good they are, how deep they are. They are primed to win this Premier League because how big and how deep their squad is. Right? Fair. Everyone has heard that in the spaces. And it only took him 2 damn months to denigrate the squad to the point where he needed to play a CM or a DM at center back. Only he could do some shit like this. Take the biggest squad, the best squad in the Premier League, and fuck it up in 2 months. You up to LFC Monster, 3-point collector. You got your wages. These men here, a tiny little silver lining in the cloud. We got 3 points. Declan Rice wasn't injured, and Spurs went up and got fisted up. But you know what? My predictions weren't spot on, but my results were kind of decent this weekend. I completely made a meal of the Chelsea-Everton one, but I did pick Liverpool to win. I did pick us to win. I picked City to win 2-1. I picked Forest to beat Tottenham. Anyone who thought Tottenham was going to beat Forest, madman. I did pick Sunderland to beat Newcastle. I picked Villa to beat West Ham. And I have this one as a draw. And sorry, Wahaha, I got you losing tomorrow. But, correct scores are one thing. But the results are going the way that I thought they would actually go. But I completely agree with DJ that the big dark is here to stay. Spurs are so shit. Did they quit? Now, obviously, I didn't watch that game, innit? I was watching the Newcastle game. I was flipping between that one, and I was flipping between the City game. But they must. Anyone who saw that game, they're just down tools. There's the justice for Ange. He will never, ever. He will come out and dominate and just point fingers. I would love for the day when I want to see him come out and say, hey, I tactically set the team up wrong. Yeah, I set the team up wrong. My bad. And we got away with one. That's accountability. Is he ever going to show it? Oh, no. Arteta needs to let the front players be creative, not side-to-side football. Even the commentary was calling him out. Even Tim Howard in the studio with Rebecca Lowe and Robbie Earl was calling the shit out. It's too slow. Let Eze create for Yuck. Also, Yuck needs to pull away from the center backs and give himself a yard to shoot. Facts. Facts. Now, we know Yuck. We know that he didn't want you. We know Eze. We know he didn't want you. But still, your responsibility is to prove him wrong. You're proving him wrong. We're winning games. And that's all we care about at this point. Having Waneri as a MLS on the bench, yet playing Zimmerman, Odegaard, and Marino is like giving your child a PS5 and the spoiled brat say, where is the packaging? That's a mad one, isn't it, Rob? This idea, any other coach in the world whose left back is suspended will just do the simple thing and play another left back. Now, I know Skelly is not a left back, but he is your left back, Mikhail, because you played him there for the entire season last year. Because 1, he was good there, and 2, Alafiore was injured. So he can play there. Now you go and reach your entire back line, and now you end up with a Benjamin White injury, knowing damn well he's just coming back from injury, wasn't even fully fit. Now you could have gone, Skelly, that's your left back. Nketiah, he rested midweek, only played 72 minutes. Okay, you put him at left center back. No guard, he doesn't need no fucking rest. He's barely played. So you play him at right center back and you play Timber at right back. Okay. Timber would rested during midweek. But no, Benjamin White, we won't see him for another 4 months now. And it's not like he was at the level. So further injury setback, further performance setback. He's not at the level. Because he played for 3 months while he required surgery. And the same thing is about to happen to Willie Saliba. Then he comes out and say that he wasn't fully fit, but we had no options. Denigrated the biggest squad in Europe in 2 months is criminal behavior. 2 months. Between September and November. The biggest squad went to the point where you have to start a CDM at center back. Muscular injuries, not broken legs, not broken arms, broken limbs, anything. It's muscular. I mean, translation, too much goddamn running. Forest 3-0 Tottenham. Lovely downfall. Love it, man. I love to look up on the scoreboard and see. Oh, did he? Okay. It didn't show up on the stat sheet that I was looking at. Might be for FPL, but Saka was the best player on the pitch. Spurs did a Spursy today. So you man really thought Spurs was going to go to Nottingham Forest and win just because Forest are down there at the table, bro. Spurs, good Spurs. My apologies for disrespecting Forest and predicting a 2-1. I should have predicted a clean sheet for you. But I thought they might have got one. If he ever does this, first thing you should do is check your spinning total. Arteta has to go at the end of the season. I didn't care. He isn't it. He isn't it. He's not. You know this. I know this. But them men are waiting till the entire house is engulfed in flames before they declare an emergency. We've seen enough. I said on yesterday's stream that if we had won the league playing like this, if these 3 points yesterday clinched the league title or clinched a trophy, I'd be like, okay, cool. But it's the performance like that that has further convinced me that we are not winning the league. Because this performance, as shocking as it was, wasn't surprising. Because we've seen him do this in match week 9. Right? So just 7 match days ago, we've seen him do the same shit at the Stadium of Light. Now, respect to Sunderland, because they punched up Newcastle today, even though it was a 1-0. They were always going to win that game. And a lot of teams are finding that that stadium is difficult to play at. But we were ahead in the game. At no point today was Newcastle ahead. We were ahead in the game in stoppage time. You're a champion. You do not concede in 90 plus 6 minutes by inviting pressure onto you. And he did the same thing yesterday. And yesterday it was even more egregious. Yesterday was more criminal, was more insulting. Okay, you might can justify that shit in Sunderland away, but Wolves at home, and you're trying to shut up shop with a 1-0 lead. And you expect us to believe. Everyone in here yesterday said they felt the equalizer coming. And I'm not lying. I did too. Rivals, they did. They felt it. They knew it was coming. Tactics, drop off, invite pressure onto you, cross after cross after cross. Lo and behold, they scored. That's not title-winning tactics, title-winning mentality, none of it. We're just lucky. He was all about passing to the wrong shirts. Jesus Christ, man. Big up to Scans. Hope you're good, my G. Listen to Monster and do what he tells you. You hear me, told you? Smash the likes, he said. What's the like count? But I'm annoyed still. Wake up at the top of the table and still feel annoyed after we collected 3 points. Because you look and you see the big blue shark swimming, doing the damn shit. We have to go to their gaff. All of a sudden, no one can tell me that 1-1 at the Emirates versus City was this great result. Now, was it? Big up yourself, Scans. So we are cooked, lads. City is walking away with it. Not gonna lie, when I saw Arsenal 20 minutes, I thought you won 2-0 for a second. And that was the 8 p.m. kickoff. Let's be fair, it would have been realistic of what Arteta thinks. DG says, Arteta won't fix themselves. Where was Ethan Nwaneri? How did you take off Eze when you needed a goal? Mikel Bundy strikes again. Too arrogant. Yeah, he thinks he knows best, you know. And you know what? We could probably win this league if he would just humble himself a little bit. Like, he's moving like a man who thinks he's already done it. You know? And I hear man like Positive Dan and all these men talking about, and this is it's the lamest argument you can use, and this is how you know it's just pure opium, pure emotion. There's no logic put into this shit. this whole the last time we finished second, we finished first. First of all, motherfucker, that was Arsene Wenger. He had already won a Premier League title. He did a double in 1998, so he had already known how to get over the line. That's number one. Number two, that team was littered with world-class talent. Yes. Number three, that was goddamn near 25 years ago. 23, 24, 20, a long fucking time, i.e. none of those players are currently in the squad. However, I can run you a real stat that actually makes sense. Pep Guardiola has never gone 2 years in this English Premier League without winning it. Every time he loses it, he snatches it right back. In 2019, 2020, right? And then the first year, when he didn't win it, in 2018, he won the damn shit. So when he snatched it back in 2019, 2020, in 2021, not only did he snatch it back, he went on to win 4 in a row. And this is the same manager, and some of these players are still in the squad. Bernardo Silva, still in the squad. Phil Foden, still in the squad. They still have a world-class striker. So this whole, the last time we finished second 3 times, we went, shut the fuck up with that. Doesn't run. That's pure opium. You're reaching, bruv. Allow it. Woo! Jesus. 1 win. Villa in the title race, and we are not. Villa will tail off, man. Villa, they're doing well at the moment, but I think they will tail off. We fully expected them to beat West Ham, nor are we kidding ourselves? Did expect them to beat West Ham. I wonder if that cowardly point at home to a weak City is still good. I truly wonder. Tell them, G Wills. They don't want to hear it. Yeah, it's the weekend of the own goals, isn't it? Big up to BX Gunner. What you telling me, BX Gunner? You still feel some type of way about yesterday? I know I am. And Emery title charge and win. I'm here for it. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you're still in the title race, right? You mean to tell me with what? How many points left to play for? So we got 22 games. Oh, we got 66 points to play for. You're only 10 points behind. You're still in it. You know, I'm in a weird position. I just don't care because even if we win, this manager will fuck it up next week. Who you got the week after? I don't even have the schedule up. VBK, I say it again. We didn't need 2 DMs versus Wolves at home. I agree. Why not 2 attacking mids? And this is what we're talking about. We said this was the perfect opportunity for Homeboy to show the world that he can do something other than his rigid system. Show us that you can adapt. Show us that you can actually coach and attack, my brother. Maybe instead of glazing him in all the damn press conferences with stats that favor us, maybe Tom Canton and all these men need to start asking him questions about our attack. Like ask him questions like, are any of your attackers going to hit double-digit goals this season? Maybe they need to start questioning his coaching and attack acumen. And maybe he'll pay attention to it because we know he listens to the noise. I really don't like Amarin, but I'm not wasting my energy with it. I think he lose to Bournemouth, I'm not going to lie. But the disrespect Arteta is showing to Ethan as an MLS is unforgivable. Odegaard and Merino are crap. Bring me Morgan Rogers, better than our Captain 9 in all comps. Yep. So yesterday was about to have another shit performance with Odegaard all over it. That SB, you're my bro. Big you up. But this is what you were talking about. Wait till Odegaard get back. This is what happens, bro. I don't know what this wait until Havertz gets back shit like we haven't seen it before. Wait till Odegaard gets back. Wait till Havertz get. What are we waiting for? We've seen it. We don't need to wait. We have 3 years of footage of this shit. Don't need to wait for it. We know what it looks like. Subscribe to my bro, the Waffle Don. Big him up every single time. Twice on Sunday. Yo, Sheldon, you still don't think City was going to beat Palace, yeah? You hear me told you? Bumba clock. A old man. You thought I was just glazed in City. Nah, brother. City are awake and they're alert and they know what time it is. They smell blood. That the same scared little man we saw when the camera panned to Arteta yesterday. We're not the only ones that saw that. The City players saw it. Pep seen that. They're in the headlight. Scared little man. He don't know what he doing. We know what we're doing. I've won it 4 times on the bounce. Let's go get back our title. G. Will said, I'm sure it's Arteta who tells Glock to play up against the center backs in order to create space for wingers. That shit doesn't work all the time. Plus, you kill the center forward with tactics like that. Yeah. You can do that for bits and pieces in a game, but you can't give men instruction to go out there for 90 minutes, go out there and be a battering ram. It's taxing. And then he's gonna, it's no surprise that Yuck had a great injury record, comes to Arsenal, turns into a battering ram, picks up an injury 10 games in. No, Spurs goalkeeper set up the first goal for Nottingham Forest. That was a Spursy moment. Oh, okay. Vicario, yeah? That they said was better than X, Y, and Z. Why don't we give more freedom to the fullbacks to play up front between the lines, but we get our wingers hold the touchline? It's strange for me. Well, he does give Calafiori freedom to run all over the damn place. And it looks like no Calafiori yesterday made it look like he didn't know how to do an overload, even though we know Skelly can do it. But he didn't want to do that because he didn't even start Skelly. He moved his best right back to left back. Also, Timber at some point was in front of Yuck to receive a cross. That must have been in the first half because I didn't catch the first half. Big up to KJ, y'all. Love KJ. Catch you on the catch up later whenever that men are on. Looking forward to seeing you, my brother. All I can say, Eze Yuck and Wanyeri will never succeed with Arteta at the helm. It's impossible. I don't think not only is this true, but I don't think any of our attackers will thrive with Arteta at the helm. He will not. He ain't it. Arteta, he tells Yuck to play up against the center backs. Arteta doesn't have any other tactics for the striker. No. You see the form from Havertz and Marino on Jesus. Brother, every fan cam that I'm hearing, wait till Eze gets back. Wait till Havertz gets back. No, I don't want Havertz to get back. I've seen enough of that shit. You see Yuck getting wrestled to the ground, being a battering ram and fighting with the center backs. You will see Havertz on the ground, but it's not because he's wrestling with the center backs. It's because he tripped over and tackled his damn self. Or he's diving, trying to draw a pen. Seen enough of that. He's been in this league for 4 or 5 years. Been in our team for 2 years. Going on 3. He ain't it. I say it every day. Arteta is completely clueless at attacking football. Yeah, bro. I've never seen with a defense this good when it was fully healthy. Penalty to fucking Brentford. I got me cussing on a Sunday morning. With Havertz, he does the same. Only Jesus moves away because he has football and IQ. And plus, Jesus knows that he's not good with his back to the goal. Jesus actually knows that if I can get a turn on this defender, I can actually cook him. It's the finishing that we cook Jesus for. And any other manager who has a player like Jesus who's that techie on the ball would either play him out wide or play him in the middle. Play him as an attacking 10 or play him on either wing. It's his finishing that's shit, but he can play football. He is good in the air. He's an aerial monster, and I think that's why he was out there. To maybe get on one of Declan Rice's set pieces because Gabriel is not here. The fact that we needed a goal and Arteta brings on Odegaard for Moreno instead of keeping Eze and bringing on Ethan shows he wants to control the game instead of playing attacking football. It was slow. I know you were. The whole footballing world is waiting for Odegaard to get back because they know how it ends. Try something new if whatever you're doing ain't working, my brother. I know I wasn't, but brother, there is a the majority of the fan base was waiting on him to get back because they like him, they love him because he's an extension of the coach. He is an extension of Arteta. But I've seen enough of him as the captain. Useful player, useful squad player. But I called him squad player in here. I got moved to. Man was saying, you calling Odegaard a squad player now? Yes. And if you don't see it, keep looking. You'll see it. I've never seen our striker wrestling with our defender. It's a fight out there. Even when we played United, De Ligt was on his back the entire game. It's almost as if people don't remember that Havertz has been shit the seasons now. That motherfucker ain't helping us winning shit. Tell him. Tell him again. Oh, guys, we have the most attacking left back, guys. Oh, yeah. So Serie A action. Let me have a look. Appreciate you. I know the Madrid game comes on and noon my time. And it could be the end of Xabi Alonso. Should they lose that? They lose that. It's long. Yeah, Inter. Bayern Munich 1-up on Mainz. Who knew? If Arteta want to shit the bed and allow us back into the race, I'm not going to say no to it. Who is feeling the pressure of being chased down by City more? The players are Arteta. Arteta. Because if the players were feeling the pressure by themselves, I think the players would actually go out there and play football to try to pull away. Right? If the players were feeling pressure from Man City, they're not sitting back and invite pressure on from Wolves. They're going to go put some pressure and try to run up our goal difference. It's Arteta that told them to sit back. You think Odegaard, as the captain on the pitch, said, hey, guys, all right, 1-0, everybody drop back. No, that's instructions from the manager. No, all these Arteta lovers, all these top gooners, can they come on and tell us that was a good strategy? Because I know they will. They won't try to put any of the blame on him that we conceded in the 90th minute, whatever, to Wolves. Because we were trying to see out a game. 1-0. That's instruction from him. It wasn't the players. I think he's feeling the pressure. I'm telling you, I know what a scared man looks like, bro. I don't even have to take it to the combat zone. I'm a paratrooper, right? We jump out of airplanes. Like whenever there are a lot of guys who talk tough, when that damn door opens and it's time for us to jump, some of them faint right there in the door. Pass the fuck out. Luckily, they have a helmet on. I know what a scared person looks like, and that motherfucker scared. His daddy Pep is about to put belt to his ass, and he ain't liking it. The City thing wasn't for me. I sensed your City fear was calling it out. Oh, okay. I got you. But if I'm saying City are our number one threat, you goddamn right I fear them. Don't you? Why wouldn't you fear City? They've snatched 2 Premier League titles from us. Or we that arrogant to think that they couldn't. And they're doing this without Rodri. You know what I mean? How big is it an issue that Odegaard didn't pass to Gyökeres the ball one time versus Wolves? Who else is going to do it? You know what I'm saying? There's only so many back passes and side passes that you can make. You have to be charged to break the lines. You know, every chance that he gets, he hooks and brings on the players who haven't done it. You know what I mean? I can't. So we can't have both Jesus and Gyökeres on the pitch. I tell you, Arteta has to fuck off my. Put all the attackers on the goddamn pitch. It's Wolves. They scored 1 goal away from Molineux. 1. 2 now, because we turned up and gifted them. This should have been 1 DM, 2 10s at all-out attack. Whenever, look at the Premier League schedule. Look at when Wolves go to the Etihad. And I promise you that won't be a nervy 2-1 for them. First game of the season at the Molineux was 4-0 City. But the only one that cared about Gyökeres against Wolves seemed to be Trossard. I hear it. And I'll be right here in May to laugh at you, yo deluded ass, when Arteta wins nothing again. Big up, Mel. Hope you are good. As I respect, shouting us out all the way from Canada. If this is really a big club that has anything about them, Mikel wouldn't have made it to this season. You know, history can still be made, you know. You can still sack him from first. You're missing those Zinchenko huddles. Zini. I won't mind losing 8, 9, 10 to support him if it means he pisses off. I need that FA Cup, man. I need it badly. Oh, that almost went in. Big up to Binks. Hope you are well, ma'am. Appreciate you checking in. Binks getting some dap heads. Hey, the community, and Arteta has the same feeling of a man born in 1986 when feels when 40 is approaching, he can't run. He needs to do something different. The same formula. We're up 1-0, let's drop back. Or we're up by a goal, 2-1 away at Sunderland, 1-0 at home versus Wolves. Let's sit back. Bro, they recycled the ball at the edge of our box at least 6 times. What the hell did he think was going to happen? You see how uncomfortable? I say he looks scared. Some say he looks uncomfortable. Okay, be that as it may. The only place he looks comfortable is in pre-match press conferences when everybody's out there asking him softball questions about when the dog and shit. You notice that? The only time he looks comfortable. Because he's in control. He can redirect conversation. He can shoot down questions that he don't want to answer. He can do all that stuff. He can. When they ask him about training, he says, "We don't train," and shock the entire room, and then there's no follow-up because the other person only has one question. And another journalist don't want to, reword their question to ask him a follow-up question. And they're like, "Yo, brother, what the hell you mean you don't train? You got all these injuries, whether you're just passing out lollipops in training. What the fuck?" It's the only time he looks comfortable. You notice he's relaxed. He's not touching the mic, not adjusting the mic. He's just sat there in pre-match press conferences, just laughing, talking, all this stuff because he's in control. But when the whistle blows, you got 22 men on the pitch, and he can't control what they're doing. Well, the other team. He controls our damn robotic formation, but he's not in control of the game. Someone else is in charge. So he looks so uncomfortable, looks out of his element. We all know he's a fraud. The rival knows he's a fraud. Only the top gooners are pretending that he's a genius. Them and only them. Make it make sense, people. Big up to KJ, man. Thoughts on Gyökeres? Poor. Has to do better. Poor. But until my stance has always been, and it will remain, until I see us create a bunch of chances for him and he's missing them all, then I will make my verdict on him. But if we create, say against Everton or Brighton or Palace, whoever we play, whichever game he plays in, and we create 3 clear-cut chances for him and he bangs the hat, and he only touches the ball 5 times, 3 touches, 5 goals, then he is well within his right to look around and say, "Motherfucker, I told you create the chances, I'll score them." But he hasn't been good. But I don't think we've been playing to his strengths. And I put that firmly down to one guy. Damn, everybody's sucking on FBL this week. But I had Haaland. Let me have a quick look. I got to trade a lot of people. Did you all get a whole bunch more substitutions? Is that due to AFCON? Because I was given like 7 substitutions, 7 free transfers, I mean. I got 47 points. Haaland got me half of them. And Buemo is gone. So I'm going to get Gehi's 1 point when he's automatically subbed in. Yeah, bad week. Yeah, man, big up, Binks. Love for checking in. We have seen how important that goal difference could be. Wolves match missed opportunity to keep ahead of City. Facts, big facts up on facts up on facts. This is what we've been talking about all week, monster. We've been on there. This guy can shit his pants and be as much of a scaredy cat as he is. He can do it far, far away from my club. Oh man. Seems like Odegaard only Odegaard tries to find him. I think Odegaard looks the other way. I think Odegaard sees him and be like, "Where? Let me just recycle this ball." 6-4 is not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. I watched AFTV yesterday. My God, it's vanilla. Their stuff somehow got worse. What they saying over there? What Cream Team Dan talking about? You talking about more injuries than that? Or is he one of the ones talking about wait till Havertz gets back? Because not that I don't want to see it. I've already seen it. You've already seen it. These men got short-term memory or something. Like just the mere existence of Gyökeres at our football club is to prove that that Havertz wasn't it. You think if Havertz was banging 20 goals a season, Gyökeres would be here? He wouldn't. Gyökeres wouldn't be here. He would be our main striker, and we would have, some B-Tech Liam Delap type striker to deputize him. Definitely not playing to his strengths, man. Oh shit. Got me rambling on and on and on, and I didn't even see the Don up in the chat. Yo, hey chat, y'all gotta alert me when E-Raw step into the building, I'm buckling. Yeah, I want some people. Go on, man.
Maybach.
Pull it!
Kill them with just make a boy know you're not blow. It's like everybody need somebody Simma, who got the keys to my bimmer? Who am I? The girls them sugar. Look into my eyes, tell me what you see. Can you feel my pain? Am I your enemy?
Maybach music.
Look into my eyes, Mikhail. I see. Tell me what you see, because I see a scared little man on the sideline. You know what? He may have shit his pants yesterday, Whenever that goal went in, Mikhail may have shit his pants. Literally. Did the camera, I don't know if there was a camera angle whenever the camera went over there. But, yeah. Need to check Mrs. Arteta's tweets if she's on Twitter or something. Yeah, she had to do laundry last night because Mikhail shit his pants. Because exactly what everyone thought was going to happen happened. The only person that think we could have won that game playing the way we were playing towards the end was him. Sit back, invite the pressure on, invite more pressure on, bang, ball is in the net. David Raya going one way, ball's going that way. Jesus Christ. Ah, man, big up to E-Ross, my brother. That's respect. Odegaard a 10 that don't want to be a 10. Yeah, he a 10 that ain't 10ing. Meanwhile, we got an actual 10 that gets hooked at every opportunity. Me not like it. Don't like it. Don't like what I'm seeing from my club. Yeah, that performance yesterday. Now let me ask brother Waffle Don. What was the show? What was the show Waffle Don was on? Yeah, it was on Goodness Therapy. It was on Goodness Therapy when they went on the roundabout and asked your percentage based on, I think you said you were at 68%. 68% chance that Arsenal win the Premier League. Brother, if 68% after that performance like that yesterday, that 68% should be cut in half. Because that performance shows us what Mikhail mentality is like. It has to. The performance reflects the mentality. He didn't believe that he could take it to a Wolves team and actually kill off a game at 1-0. He believed that the best course of action was to sit back. Well, we have recent evidence that this type of stuff does not work. He didn't want Eze. It's showing. He didn't want Gyökeres, and it's showing. Now, there will be someone who watches our content and watch us complain about this and say, these men are really salty. They can't be pleased. They got 3 points. What are you complaining about? Reality of the situation is, people, our instructions for this heist, for this mission, was to leave no witnesses. Do not leave any witnesses. We left witnesses. We got the money. We got the bag. The heist was complete, but we left witnesses. Now the witnesses are going to go tell and we going to jail. We left witnesses. The witnesses are Pep. The witnesses are Man City. All those players who turned and looked at that manager and be like, that look, that's the same look he had in 22-23 when we dropped points at Anfield and when we went away to West Ham and dropped points. That's the same look. Southampton at home. It is 3-3. The same look. The same look he had against Villa the next year, 22-23, when we lost 2-0. Yeah. The same look. Over and over again. We left witnesses. We got the money, but we're not going to keep it. We're going to jail. Big up to E-Ross every single time, man. Reckon Salah leaves in the January window. It's been said that there was no apology from Salah, so 50-50 on this. Salah ain't going nowhere, man. Why didn't Real beef up Odegaard like Barker did with Messi? They didn't believe that he had the quality. Will it? They didn't. I'm sorry for Gyökeres. Ekitike is got about 6 good chances. He scored 2. Got none. Funny thing is, Gyökeres might be the best striker of the ball in the league right now, but can't get the ball to strike. Hey, big up to E-Ross, man. I can't stand Teta. He makes your blood boil, innit? He just stands there, do something. You know, players aren't gonna. There's no Patrick Vieira on that pitch. There's no Thierry Henry on that pitch is gonna huddle up and say, "Hey guys, let's do this." Like, the onus is on you. This is your bunch. You know, the get along gang. What Kenny Ken calls them. I needed to see the lineup they predicted versus Sunday roast with all the trimmings, 4-0, all that. But I asked myself, when's the last time we did that? 0 times. The performance yesterday was worse than pathetic. Last night was embarrassing. An embarrassing win. You know, only us can do this type of shit. You know, over the summer, I said, Arsenal Football Club is the only football club that can give us PTSD all season long, and then give us PTSD in the entire summer with the Gyökeres fiasco, with the Zubimendi thing drawn out, with Madueke signing, and all this shit. And now we have hit a new space in football banter, where we win a game, and the people who were against the manager are even more against the manager, and the people who are on the fence are split. Some are saying happy for the 3 points. Some will be like, okay, I get it now. Yeah, we're calling 32. They cut in half, well, more than half, from 68 to 32. So that's more than a 50% reduction. And it's not a knee-jerk reaction, but it's more of the mentality that leads to these type of performances. Because no one can tell me that those players sat back on their own. None of them. Those players decided to sit back because they were told to. And now, surely, in their little WhatsApp group chats, they can say to themselves, fellas, away at Sunderland, the gaffer did the same thing, and we dropped points. Yesterday, he did the same things, and we almost dropped points, thanks to an old goal we didn't. But at some point, we're not going to win this league. We will not be known as Premier League champions if we don't kill these games off. Losing the dressing room slowly but surely. Odegaard in between the shuffle again. Wolves scored 1-1. He didn't even try to close down their player. What did he say about that? Did he even have anything to say about that? Because I guarantee you, if Eze does that, hooked. You know, Eze was in the picture frame when Johnny Cash scored. He was in the frame at Villa Park. And I said, Eze, he is not coming back out at halftime. He's getting hooked. Knew it. And so said, so done. Gyökeres comes on, he goes off. Now, you would think, okay, You bring Gyökeres on, keep Eze on the pitch and see how they get along for 15, 20 minutes. If it's still not working, then you can change. Nope, didn't even give that a chance. Criminal behavior from our manager, man. I take that deal. That's a price drop. But we left witnesses. The instructions, don't leave any witnesses. You come back with the bag of money, but the entire family saw your face, and they're going to report you to the damn police. The Phoenix Alpha. Ooh. 24 hours make a huge difference. The Top Gooners were celebrating, yet like they won the Premier League, just being 5 points ahead. Now City win, and guess what? We're back to 2 points gap, only at Arsenal. Not only is back to a 2 points gap, Man City added 3 goals to their goal difference, so now it's superior. And with a 2-point lead, goal difference, it's like an. So, they go away. Man City go away to a top 4 team, put 3 past them and increase their goal difference. We're at home versus the worst team in the Premier League. We're at home versus a team in the Premier League that's only scored 1 goal away from home. Worst versus first. We're at home. We have the best home record in the Premier League. And the Premier League schedule sends you the shittest team. And we can't take advantage of that. Opportunities. Missed. Another opportunity missed. I told y'all. Arteta thinks he's Ross. Arteta thinks opportunity is going to knock and wait on his ass. Won't happen. Missed opportunity, even though we collected 3 points. So, at some point, these players are going to start looking at this sideways, But my biggest fear is that he doesn't get sacked while the squad is still good enough to win something. Right? Because I do believe if this job became available tomorrow, managers across Europe will be tripping over it to get it. Well, I can get Timber. I can get two wicked center backs. I can get Eze. I can get Declan Rice. I can do something with that. And you know what? You don't even have to pay me $15.6 million a year. I'll take it for 8. I wonder if Rice in the dressing room, and apart from Timber, where's the leaders? It ain't Odegaard. Because a leader is meant to take you somewhere, isn't it? Right? Leadership, influencing and taking you to a place that you want to be. Motivating. Where is Odegaard leading us to? Haven't we seen enough? The life support machine ain't switched off yet. Yeah. Who you got next? Oh, you got Tottenham away. Yeah, that's an easy 3 points. If you don't win that, KJ, excuse me, you got Tottenham away next. So yeah, you still have a low post. Having flatline left, but you go lose that. Man, big up to Phoenix. Thanks for the 3-goal difference. Once again, only at Arsenal. Yeah, they put 3. And City could have scored 1 goal and sat back and eased off and tried. It's a tough away ground. It's a top 4 team. The Top Gooners that you spoke of, Phoenix. This is what they will do. This is what they would say. So a top team. They're the FA Cup holders. They're a top 4 team. Oliver Glasner is a top class manager, which I agree with. Oliver Glasner is tops. But they would have justified us going to Selhurst Park and just sitting back after a 1-goal lead. Because we only beat Palace by 1 goal at the Emirates. Remember, Eddie Nketiah was running at us in the latter stages of the game. And I'm like, are we going to lose this? But City went away to their ground, took the game to them, and took it to them, 3-0. See you later. That's a professional performance. They knew what the job was. They left no witnesses. They didn't leave any. Not all 3 points are created equal from a mentality standpoint. Bro, you worried about the wrong things. The gap was never going to be large. The gap shouldn't be this small at this point. Striking distance in match week 16 to To beat the City machine, bro, you have to do what Liverpool do. Have to start strong, finish strong, run away with it. Big up to the assembled. Still enough games left. Yeah, 22 games. That's 66 points to play for, ain't it? 10 points off the top. You still have to go to Old Trafford. I mean, I know that that might be scoffed at, but that's a tough place for you. You still have to come to the Emirates. You already went to the Etihad. Got some tough games. I don't think you've been to Villa Park yet, have you? But you have to win this, bro. You have to beat Spurs. Everything else, we just need to win our games. But social. That performance yesterday won't win us games. Won't. That performance that we put on yesterday can't beat Everton. That performance that we put on yesterday will see Brighton score more than one goal against us. Because Brighton know how to attack. And if we sit off of and let Brighton come onto us, it could be long. You know. I don't where I stand if we win now, grateful or spiteful. Even if we do, nothing changes but history. I don't want to do this again. One game at a time. Go ahead now. 25 likes, 30 people in here. The math ain't mathing. We're doing Arteta math. Let the math, people. Big up, man. Good record there in recent seasons at OT. So earlier on in the season, I did a hot take when I said, well, we went there for the first game and we won there. And I said, listen, hot take. And this is before Liverpool fell off the cliff. And I said, Liverpool are not winning at Old Trafford this season because Manchester United aren't going to lose to their two biggest rivals at home in the same season. And we already went in and grabbed our points. So I don't think you necessarily lose there, but you could drop it. You could drop two. Do we look like that performance yesterday? And the thing is, the performance bothers me so much because I've seen it before. We've seen it before, not 2 seasons ago or last season. We've seen it this season, Stadium of Light. We see it at Stamford Bridge. We had a numerical advantage and didn't go to kill off the game. It seems like Chelsea was trying to win the goddamn game instead of us. It seems like we were waiting for them to score on us so we can go up the pitch. And oddly enough, as soon as they scored on us, we were up the pitch. So why didn't we go up the pitch and make the game 2-0? Or keep them out of the game? Even at Stadium of Light, even after the Brian Barbie equalizer, we were up the pitch with a chance for Marino. So we could have been up the pitch. We know how to do this. So it's instruction. Sit back. Let them have the ball. Can't be that naive at this point. Man, forgetting cups and valves and all them things, it's not that straightforward. Same at Villa Park, 100. My goodness. Marley Simon at right back, at the backup center back option too. I mean, at this point, we're going to have to be making emergency signings. And I'm not sure if Bertha trusts them with any more money. Well, at this point, Bertha is going to sign who he wants to sign. Because the fact that we're $1 billion spent and we still have massive gaps in the squad is telling. Oh, yeah, Mikhail will brick it as usual. I told man it's Mikhail versus Arsenal. It's not Arsenal versus the league. Fact. You said that. You did say that, to be fair. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We've seen this manager play scared before. We all agree you cannot win this Premier League playing scared. Right? You will not make a bag on Wall Street investing scared. You have to take some risk. But they only invest money you can afford to lose, but you have to take some risk. And yesterday, there was no risk. It was sit back, which is a risk in and of itself. His mentality is not going to win us this league, I swear. Man City versus Villa, last game of the season. Palace, Arsenal. Ooh. Set up. Yeah, we can see you. I still see you, E-Ross. I see you in the StreamYard studio. But I don't see you in the YouTube studio. Yeah. That's weird, YouTube doing its fuckery again. What's the odds Arsenal won yesterday, yet anyone would be listening and think we lost? Yeah, imagine that. Mikhail won't win anything unless she's on the firing line. Hence, the FA Cup. Mikhail doesn't do his job unless he's forced to. Yeah, he's the reaction merchant, isn't it? He's not very proactive. He's always reacting to something. Arteta going to do what he does best each January with the FA Cup. Put that in the bin. I can't. This is mad talk, but it's true. It's true. I'm in desperate need of some daylight between us and Man United in the FA Cup. We need to be on 15. They're on 13. And they knocked us out the damn FA Cup last year, which is even worse. Salt in the wound. Another sackable offense. But man, people, I don't see him changing. I don't see him adjusting. Whatever he's doing, he thinks it's working for him because it's kept him in a job, kept him in a spot where he has people talking about Arsenal in a positive light. Not us, but Sky Sports and all the friendly media who likes him, telling him how good Arsenal are and we must do this. Favorites to win the league, favorites to win the Champions League, first in the Premier League, first in the Champions League. A lot of similarities of how Liverpool was running away with the Champions League last year and was first in the league, right? Now, we all know that the Champions League, luck of the draw and all them something there. But we have a serious challenger for this Premier League in Man City. Last year, Liverpool didn't have a serious challenger. We were shit, partly due to the injuries that he ended up causing to the squad. That's carry over to this season. Because no one will be surprised if Declan Rice and William Saliba pulls up soon, innit? Because he's come out and admit that Saliba wasn't fully fit, but still played him. Full 90, did he? I swear he played a full 90 yesterday. Having to play Declan Rice as a full 90. Fuck it up. Yep, Declan played a full 90. Saliba, full 90. Timber. Saliba, Declan Rice, Timber. The players that we are worried about in the red all had to play a full 90 against the worst team in the Premier League, possibly an historically bad team in the Premier League. A team that's only scored one fucking goal away from their home. It's mad. Big up to the doc. What you telling us? Do his job. He's getting paid 15.6 to do it. The performance yesterday deserved a too short the length glove examination. Yeah, this will be one for the ages. This is something that Spurs would do. This needs to be something that's associated with Spurs, and this is how we know that this Wolves team is bad at historic levels. But this team that is so bad, historically bad, made us sweat yesterday. This Wolves team, we're 2 minutes away from having us look at the Premier League table right now and see us in second. They almost snatched first place from us, and that would have been the last time we've seen it. Because then we would go to Everton next week, having to win, must win, in hopes to go back to first. When City got what? West Ham? Do we think we're clawing back that? Nah. I need Bertha on this WWE shit, dragging Arteta out the Emirates by the ankles. How much longer do we have to put up with this? We're going to have to wait until the house is fully engulfed for the top goodness to turn on him, man. We are going to have to change Arteta's name to like for like. I've never seen a manager so one-dimensional and lacking vision. Can this man not try a different formation? Do something else, for fuck's sake. Yeah, speak, brother. G. Wills, you speaking 100% facts. This guy for that guy. He was always a like-for-like merchant. Even before now, it was always Timber for White, Martinelli for Trossard, Jorginho for Partey or Xhaka. Just, like for like. Predictable. Last thing you want to do is be predictable against tactical managers. And if he's going to be predictable next week versus David Moyes, we could be back here doing some more therapy next week. That's crazy work when you word it like that. 100, man. 100. Big up to Godfrey. Bigging up. Hope you are good, man. La Torre over there doing a madness. Yes. Yes, Elbow doing it. Big up BBK Excuses FC. City and Villa are circling. The big blue shark is about, man. Amazing how we've had to be scared of teams like Everton while City just can confidently beat anyone. Yeah. Go to Palace. Top 4 team. Top team. With 3 past them. None of this sitting back shit. Just go out there. Up our goal difference. Better Arsenal. More pressure on them now. How can anyone be shocked by injury? Plays for Arsenal, get injured. No matter how clean your injury record is. So now when you're signing for Arsenal, your agent needs to put like some clauses in your contract to prevent you from fucking playing, for the manager to stop playing you while injured. Yeah, I'm declaring that I'm not fit, motherfucker. Like I'm not hurt. I'm injured. You know? We can see Arteta is scared shitless of the risk-averse choices. He knows his ass is grass after this year. But the thing is that if you know that your ass is grass, I guess it's just my makeup. I would think I'm going to do something different because you're going to get sacked anyway. Why get sacked doing the same shit that's going to get you sacked? Try something else, because if you do win the Champions League and the Premier League, they can't sack you. They can't. You know, the masses of the fan base will not allow it. So in order for you to win this Premier League that you've never done, you're going to have to do something that you've never done, Mikhail. In order for us to win the Champions League, you're going to have to do something that you've never done. So you just reverse into type and just do the like for like shit. Tells me that you want to get sacked and you have too much pride to quit. I'm not worried about other teams we play. I'm worried about the coach decision making. I told man it's Mikhail versus Arsenal. So next week, yeah, David Moyes will give him a problem to solve at Phil Dickerson. Do we trust him to solve it? Hell no. Hell no. Mosquera and Sam Johnstone, you know, appoint the assemble to the carpet. Oh, you mean? Put the assemble on the carpet. Big round of applause for him, and we make him manager. Try something different. The players would actually be out there doing bits, playing with freedom. But anyway, man, listen, people, I have to run. 34, you locked in. Make sure that you hit the like on the way out. On the watchback gang, do all them something there. Big up to every single one of you who popped in. Big up to the legend that he was. Darren, Wahaha, Blacks, Sheldon, Doc, Social. Big up the man, them, yeah? Appreciate the therapy session. I'm going to go vent some more somewhere else. But big up to every one of you who locked in, man. Like I always say, people, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.